Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is all going to be about this little guy's routine. You say hi? Who's that handsome kitty? That's you. I will have links provided down below of his favorite items, my favorite items for him. So if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, please throw a thumbs up down below and do not forget to subscribe. So he wakes up around 8 a.m., sometimes 9 a.m. Obviously, I sleep in the bedroom with the door closed, but I always set my alarm to wake up early so I can feed him. Every time I wake up, he rushes to the cat bowl. I grab it, rinse it out from the night before, and give him fresh food. I always feed him half a can. He does eat around 4 to 5 times a day because he is little. He is only 8 weeks old. By the time I'm recording this, or by the time you guys see this video, he'd probably be a lot older than that. But 8 weeks old, kittens eat a lot. And I have spoke to his vet about this, and they said it's perfectly fine if he eats half a can 4 times a day, 5 times a day, you know, as long as he's getting the nutrients he needs and he's gaining weight. Because when I got him, when I adopted him, he was only 1 pound. Now he's 2.4 pounds, which is exactly what the vet wants to see. So the brands that I have been feeding him will be linked down below. They're the highest quality kitten food that I could find right now and that he loves. I've tried salmon, I've tried lobster, I've tried beef. He doesn't like any of it. He is, like I said, super picky. This is what he likes, and this is what we've been feeding him. Once he's done eating, 10 a.m. rolls around, I will clean his litter box. His litter box is not always dirty because, like I said, he is little, so he doesn't make a mess right now. So I will empty out his litter box, scoop any poop that's in there, you know, throw it in the garbage disposable thing that's out in the hallway, garbage chute. He drinks water constantly, and I keep it next to his food. He doesn't have a problem with that. My cat is not picky with his water being next to his food. I know a lot of you guys were having a little bit of a concern with me doing that. A lot of you guys wanted me to put his water somewhere else in the house and his food somewhere else, but he prefers to have it together, which I don't blame him. Don't take my advice on that. Every cat is different. Shortly after me cleaning all of his little mess, nap time rolls around. He is little, like I said, so he naps throughout the day. He doesn't take a consistent nap where it's like hours and hours like a regular cat will. He only naps like half hour, maybe an hour the longest, and then gets up and starts playing, driving me and V crazy, and then he will go take another half-hour nap. So the shortest cat naps that you can think of. I know down the road he's gonna get really sleepy and just probably sleep all day because that's what cats do. But as of right now, he's a ball of energy. So once when he wakes up after a nap around that time, it's 12. This is his main lunch time. I will feed him another half a can of his favorite food. And like I said, whatever he doesn't eat, I will put away for next meal and just add it in. He never wastes his food. Only the time he wastes his food is the food that he doesn't like. And he will do the throw up face. If you guys don't know what the throw up face is, for instance, I gave him like a salmon, like a tiki cat, and he did that kind of look. I know I look ridiculous, but the way he did it, I really thought he was gonna throw up, but basically he was saying that he doesn't like that and he don't want it. So I got rid of it and I promised him I'll never buy it again. So that's the only time that he will waste food, is if he doesn't like it. But if he does like the food, he will eat a little bit, as much as he can consume, and then whatever's left over, he'll eat later. Shortly after lunch, I like to have playtime with him. I spend about an hour playing with him, brushing him, just chilling with him. Yes, I'm very fortunate and lucky that I am able to work from home and be with him all the time, but doing YouTube and editing, it can get hectic, and you know, sometimes I don't have time to play with him. So I put that in his schedule where I take time to play with him because he is little and we don't have another cat here for him to play with. So he will either play with his toys or we will play with his toys together. I also bought him this fake cat that we named Meow Meow. He loves that damn cat. He will play with it, fight with it all day, and then at nighttime he will fall asleep on it, and it's the cutest thing ever. I will put Meow Meow to wash every month because it does get really dirty. I don't know what he does with it, but when I put Meow Meow to wash, he will cry because he wants that cat back. Sometimes we will put something on the projector, like I'll put fish or something, and he'll just stare at it and look around. Things to keep him occupied, keep him moving, a little bit of exercise. Obviously we're doing it in the safety of our own home because he is tiny. I do plan on maybe taking him out for walks with the cat harness, but we will see. That's in the near future. Again, I don't want him out there right now because he's just too small and he still needs to get a lot more shots. Shortly after playtime, he will crash, take a nice nap, tires him out real quick. And then 4 o'clock rolls around and before you know it, he's hungry again. This time I give him whatever was left over and I add a tiny bit and he will eat the rest of that because I don't want him to eat too much because dinner will be coming up soon. So he has a little snack at 4 o'clock, whatever was left over. If there wasn't any left over, then I would give him half of a half, which is like a quarter, I believe. So I'll give him that, just something to hold him over. And then after his snack, it's playtime again. Now this time he just plays with himself. He'll go into his cat house. He'll either go to the bathroom. Basically, he does whatever he wants. He can go chill in the bathroom now, our bathroom. He likes to roll on the floor in there. He likes to go run around in the kitchen. You know, he does what he wants after his snack. Now around 8 o'clock, this is dinner time for me and V and Milo. So I will give Milo another half a can of his food. If he's still hungry after that half a can, then I will give him more because this is his last meal for the night until the next day. I'm trying to keep him on a not strict, but on a decent schedule when it comes to his eating habits because I want him to learn that you can't get food every time of the day because I have seen my whole entire life with cats that we've had were obese and they had diabetes. My sister's cat, Mittens, she is obese and she is on insulin every Friday and goes to dialysis and she's got a lot of health issues due to my sister making a couple mistakes in the beginning of having her, letting her eat whenever she cried. I am trying my best to keep him healthy and not having him eat constantly. I know he's a kitten. I'm not depriving him. He has been eating a lot and I always check with the vet to see what amount I should be giving him, if this is okay. And I just want him to be healthy and live a long life with V and I. And obviously our future kids because he's gonna see them too. So when it comes to eating, I am very particular with how much carbohydrates he's getting. You know, I don't want to overfeed him because I don't want him to have health issues in the near future. Around 9 o'clock comes and that's when V and I will, you know, lay down on the couch with him, chill with him until like 10, 11. We'll watch our favorite shows. He will sit on my lap or he will sit on V's lap and just watch TV with us. And it's the cutest thing ever. So we basically just have family time all together. Right before V and I head to our actual bedroom where he's not allowed, I will clean his cat box, make sure everything is nice and clean. You know, his toys are all around the house so he can play with, you know, because obviously he'll be out here alone. And that's basically his schedule. You know, we will go to bed and he does not cry at the door for us. We will be hearing him running around, doing laps around the couch and him just being a cat. So he's got a lot of toys once when we go to bed, you know, litter box is clean, fresh water out, so he has got it made. So I know this video probably seems all over the place and a little random for my niche, but taking care of a kitten is not easy. It was definitely a learning curveball for me. I was always calling the vet. The vet that I have is very, very sweet and always answering my calls. And if they're closed, then I will call our local animal emergency and just ask if this is normal or if that's normal. I'm always trying my best to make sure that he's healthy and okay because I love animals so much. Whether it is a cat, a dog, a rabbit, even a snake, I love animals and I just, you know, I want to make sure that the animal that I'm caring for is okay and that I'm doing, you know, a decent job at caring for this animal. So my best advice for you guys that are adopting a kitten and you don't know what to do or how to go about with feeding them or getting on a schedule, go old school. Literally write it down. I was debating on getting like a thin maca board and putting it on the fridge and just putting the times that he eats and putting a check mark next to it because there has been times where I will feed him and I will go in the room, stop working because my desk is in there and then V's work desk is in here. And he will come home from work and he will feed Milo. And he's like, did you feed Milo? Because I just fed him. So he would get double food. And of course, Milo's in the corner like,
it's not my fault he fed me more.
So I think creating a schedule, whether you live with your significant other or just a roommate, create a schedule so you're not overfeeding your cat or you're not giving them, you know, an overdosage of meds. Because I was giving him meds and I was really on track with that as well. I even put like sticky notes all over the fridge to make sure like, all right, he had his med at 10 o'clock, he will have it again at 2 o'clock. And I would put like timers on my phone. because you are taking care of another life. I know a lot of people don't think that animals matter, or you shouldn't care this much. It's just like having a kid. Yes, they're not human, but they're still a living being that you're taking care of. You're taking care of another life. They rely on you. It's not like they can go to the pet store and get their own food, drive back home and take care of themselves. They rely on you.